Hi everyone, my name is Valerie. I'm a writer based here in Donegal and I'm the author of Zoe's Present that this funded campaign is for.
I'm Anya Kelly, I'm a fine art graduate and I'm an illustrator studying graphic design, and I'm the founder of Inky and the Pen, and I am the illustrator of Zoe's Present.
So really, to give some background information, the book is kind of a culmination of different things that I'm interested in. So originally I trained as a youth and community worker, so I worked on that for a decade and a half, so mostly with young people in a whole variety of settings. And what I found was that even doing communication workshops and diversity and intergenerational stuff, that there was always something missing. And that's where my own meditation practice came in, and the idea of making mindfulness accessible not only to young children but to parents and guardians who are reading this book to them. One thing that was important to me was this sense of learning somatically, so through the senses. So that would have come through my work with the theatre. So I've trained it as an actor as well, so it's kind of looking at, and it's captured beautifully in the illustrations, this thing of just being really conscious of your five senses or your six senses, and using that as a tool to ground yourself. So that's something that I really wanted to make accessible. So I think, the work that you have done in terms of bringing that to life has been extraordinary. I was familiar with your work anyway through Inky and the Pen, and I had this story in my mind all along, and I do remember you put up a painting of your granddad on a tractor, and I instantly knew that this is the person that I want to illustrate these stories.
We felt that watercolours would be great because it's more of a traditional approach, and it's how I usually work anyway, because I find it really helps you slow down in the moment. Another fun thing I enjoy about watercolours is it's kind of like life, where if you try to control it too much, the colours get all messy and muddy, but if you let it go with the flow, the colours kind of mesh together perfectly and then everything ends up okay, which I kind of find that's what mindfulness is about, trying not to control everything in your life, just let it be. Because if you look at the blooms and the blossoms or whatever of the paintings, it just kind of has a more natural feel.
How many pieces do you think you put together?
I don't know, probably 20 to 30 to 40. They're all scattered all over the place. I'm not organised
But it was over 6 months, it was a good 6 months of hard work, And I think linking with each other because it was lockdown and we weren't able to meet up. You were sending stuff to me, just emailing stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we finally did meet up in your house, and Anya brought down the work, and I think I started to cry the first time that I saw them, because it was like, oh my god, the whole thing has come to life.
Definitely.
It's a whole different thing seeing it. So I started writing mostly poetry when I was really young, and the vast majority of it was very much around nature. So I spent years sitting in a sycamore tree, which there was loads of branches that was like steps of the stairs, and I could plant myself down. So I spent a couple of years kind of writing poetry in a tree, which sounds a little bit now like Zoe when I think about it.
Yeah.
So I think I would have great appreciation of nature, and I think I would know that from your work anyway, before you even started working on this, from Inky and the Pen. But I think that's been a lovely link between the words and the illustrations, just that shared love of nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. At my house there's a big massive garden, and there's lots of birds and trees and flowers, and I love just sometimes sitting out and sketching in the garden. It's just so relaxing, until my dogs jump on top of me, but you can cut that out.
This is my cabin, it's my writing space. I was doing it up a little bit during lockdown. It's lovely to have a space that's separate from the house, and just separate your work. But what I really have enjoyed during lockdown in particular was this. I did lots of meditation challenges, so 21-day challenges, and this was my spot. So bird feeders outside, and birds would be coming to and from, and you could, like everybody, you could hear them so much better during lockdown. So I think it's just created a lovely energy here, and it kind of lends itself to the storytelling as well. So I just want to thank you for your interest in our project and clicking on this fund campaign. We're really excited to have a physical copy of the book,
Very excited.
and we look forward to sharing it with you.